start off. We're gonna do the group topic one more time, real short and fast.
We should just start all over. Yeah.
Yeah, we should restart
yeah.
everything. Cause, yeah.
Loading video.
I'm eating mac and cheese.
That's what you went to do. Oh, okay.
All of this pain for mac and cheese.
That better be made out of gold.
It better be freaking like giving you like infinite youth or something. Cause...
It is.
Right.
It's pretty fucking
So now
delicious.
we're live. So let's start this all over again. All right,
Frank's
guys.
really loud for you guys.
No,
hello.
I lower him all the time.
Thanks, babe.
So, sorry about the delay and sorry about the problems with the connection. We're having just a couple of technical difficulties. So let's get back to on topic and let's start all over again. The first thing we're going to talk about again is the group that that was founded by three founders. Myself, Nagisa523, the other gentleman, Rocket, 1X, and also Cairo, our Kilovisions. Sorry. The group was founded by us three after an incident, and we decided to try remaking a group that was a little bit more fun to be in, more group-oriented, and more interactive with each other. So, what our group basically signifies is basically we're not trying to be the best. We're not trying to always be on top. What we're trying to do is achieve something that's fun. We want to have fun with everybody. We want to be able to play video games, do what we like doing, streaming, playing video games together, meeting and making new friends, and trying to hopefully keep the drama down to a minimum. Why is he laughing? All right, Elliot. What's next on the agenda for us to talk about?
This is so fucking good.
Alright, okay, so next question is actually going to be the kind of touchy subject for most people. If we could act like we're 20-year-olds.
Touchy.
So the first like big topic is actually our thoughts about girl streamers and like the controversy behind them on Twitch. This is the basic background behind it. I don't know if you guys know about it.
Start laughing.
Some girl streamers are considered not real gamers because they just like show off their stuff and they get viewers from it, and then they act like retards to get views.
Hey, okay.
That's what basically is. So let's start with Yosh. What are your feelings about it?
My feelings. Well, there's a certain amount of people of girls that will actually stream with games, and that's like I actually don't see very many that don't do that. But then again, I don't watch very many. They're normally in the League of Legends section because that's normally the highest, or the Dota 2.
Yeah, but say they're like flashing everything all over the screen, and then they say they're gamers. What do you feel about that?
They're flashing everything?
Yeah.
I just started off. What is that noise?
If they're flashing everything, they really shouldn't be on Twitch. It should be banned.
Yeah, but they don't ban it because they're saying that that's like normal attire.
Yeah.
Well, see, Rocket has a really good explanation for me because we were talking about this earlier. Go ahead, Rocket.
Yeah,
I'd love to
what
hear
are your
this.
thoughts about it?
Oh, you guys want to hear my input?
No.
Yeah.
But okay.
I want your actual thoughts about everything.
I
So
don't
you
have
said,
thoughts.
Who has 100,000 followers for no reason?
Me.
Casey Tron.
No, I mean, some girls are good at streaming. Some girls are actually good at the game.
Yeah.
And you can tell who those girls are, and they might be hot still. But some girls are literally there for no reason. And they're just there to make money.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Because I've watched it, and I watched them play a game that I know how to play, and they don't. And yet, there's like 1 million people watching them.
True. But, for example, so say, like, I don't want to, like, point someone out.
Shit
but I'm
was
going
that?
to. Do you know, Casey Tron from League? I don't know if you guys know her, but she's, like, this big thing. It's pretty clear that she's faking the whole dumb act, but she's doing it for money. So like as you're saying, most people are just there for the money, but you can tell like most of the real streamers. But what do you do about the ones that aren't?
If it works out, good for them. They found their thing.
But then again, you could also argue about, like, and then their thing is, like, they don't go to guys and then say they're not real streamers because it's, like, a controversial thing. Some people would say, like, I watched an old podcast a while ago. It was about people talking about how they think that guys are really judgmental about it. Like, let them wear what they want to wear. But what I'm saying is... Drew. Alright, I'm sorry. So, as I was saying, some people will say it's really, like, they get really offensive over it because they're saying that, Nagi, just stop!
I'm not doing nothing!
I did nothing.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. It's just some good ass mac and cheese.
I was wondering why you're laughing. And yet no one here understands why.
I'm sorry, I'm like crying now. Okay. But yeah, my input on thank you, Elliot, for adding me. My input on this is that girl gamers are good.
Frank, I don't even want your input on this when you're laughing. Alright, okay. I'm gonna finish like what I was saying. So some people say it's like guys are really judgmental about this because they'll say that they're just doing it for like money and stuff. But then again, say they're actually just wearing that as normal apparel and they think they're doing it good, but people are watching it because of what they're wearing. But they're actually doing it because they think they're actual gamers, and they could be. What do you say about something like that? Huh? Any thoughts?
I don't know, I didn't even get to express my opinion yet.
It depends on the case, because it's like, some chicks are actually good at the game they play, and yet some chicks just do it for the views and want money out of it. And that's it. And so it just depends on what they're playing, and if they're actually good at it. If they're actually good at it, I'll actually believe that they are truly in it for the game.
I'm back.
Yeah. Welcome back, Frank.
Thank you.
Nagi, what is your opinion about it? Because I know you were kind of having a rough time thinking about what you were going to say.
I guess my opinion on women streamers and girl streamers is, I guess it's, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's personally a good thing. You know, it's kind of like, even the older generation of starting to stream. Like, I ran into this one guy I was watching. He was like in his 60s and streaming. And, I believe, like, everybody has their rights to stream and have fun with it, but, like, it's just, it's when you're acting ditzy and streaming, that's kind of like when it's starting a little bit, like, I feel that's when it goes downhill. But if they act like a normal gamer and have fun with the game and enjoy what they're doing, I think it could be an actual fun event to be with the person.
I don't know.
Well, we know who's not doing that.
Alright, I'm serious now. Wake up.
So, I mean, that's basically, that's really all it is down to. I mean, I have nothing against it. Like I said, I think girls and, guys should definitely stream. I think it's definitely a universal thing. It's just, I think girls have the up. I think any girl
What
that does
is up,
stream
guys?
has the upper
Expert
hand
Thief here.
as far as being a
But
streamer.
you can call me expert, and we
Like,
are
you could
playing
say
a random
that,
custom job in Grand Theft Auto today. This
You could
is
say that,
a race
so say someone,
that looks absolutely
they
ridiculous.
think they're a good streamer, but
Hopefully
they're
we
not,
survive.
and then they're acting all
So
giddy and
Wait.
stuff.
here we go.
Hold on.
Let's do this. Give me the rockets.
Is there a sound playing in the background?
Give me the
There
checkpoint.
shouldn't be a sound.
Up the ramp we go. Alright. Weapons enabled. Woo!
There shouldn't be any audio with that video.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
they're
on
getting killed
0.
back there.
You guys hear anything?
Something's up with Skip's thing.
I'll
No one
just
else has said
say-
anything.
I'll just say for
There is
What
sound.
happened now? What's going on?
There is sound. I can hear the video. I can hear the game, the car racing in the background, everything like that.
Yeah,
And
there's
the
audio.
background is talking.
Hold on, we could just go black screen for now. Or I could...
No.
Just put the other screen, the stagnant one in.
You
Alright,
just put Kairos Undivided in it.
just chill.
Or just do
Okay,
the
you
black.
guys... I'll worry about that. You guys just keep streaming.
I tweeted it
Hey.
out,
Might
guys. If you want
flat.
to go retweet it.
I already did. That's perfect. Black is perfect.
Alright, so, also, there's some touchy people about this
He
too,
went
so they'll say
Ignite?
something like
That guy's
Sky
so-
MP3, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's like this, he tells people that he is gay, and so he makes that kind of an advantage for him, and he'll act like this little weird, kind of, like, giddy guy. What do you say about something like that, almost, then? Because then that's what their, like, back, like, shove in your face kind of thing is.
Oh, this is gonna be an awesome opinion by me.
Why don't you go first then?
Yeah.
Wait, I never
Alright,
got
so-
asked for the other opinion about girl
Yeah,
gamers.
Frank, I
We're
don't care
past
about
it.
your opinion.
We're past that now.
Past it already. Get
What?
over it.
We're past it.
I had a good opinion.
This
You know
is
what?
politics. We're past it. Get over it.
I'm actually kind of
So,
sad.
as
now.
far as gay streamers, I have nothing against them. I am gay myself. But I am completely against guys that act like females, so I'm not really for all that hype of guys acting like a girl. You know, the disco ball falls out of the sky and it starts playing, it's raining men in the background. I'm more for, you know, a normal guy that acts like a guy. That's how I am. I'm just a normal person. No one even would know I was gay unless I literally sat down and told them.
I did not.
So,
That's what they told me.
I mean, as far as that qual goes, in my personal opinion, I think some gays are just a little bit too flamboyant for the for what they are, and I think it's just a little ridiculous and over the top. And I rarely watch them. That's just my opinion, though. Rocket, what do you think?
I actually haven't really seen any streamers like that. I don't think I really ever go into their channel.
Oh shit.
To tell you the truth.
There we go.
All right. What about you, Yosh? Have you ever been to one?
I have no issues with gay streamers. I've never seen a streamer that I know is gay. Essentially, I've never been able to tell.
Oh, okay. And why
Unless
is the
they
screen
can
all
hide
purple
it.
now?
It's
I
I
like
fixed
black
it.
letters.
Chill. Black.
Okay.
Ugh.
Whatever. Just leave it alone. Quit playing with backgrounds. But go ahead, Yosh. I'm sorry I cut you off.
I have no issue with it. I've never noticed a streamer that's gay. Like I've never known it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
They either hide it, or I just don't see a difference.
Okay. And Frank, what about you? Let's hear
Thank
your-
you
let's hear
for
your thing.
finally including me in one of the topics. Well, my opinion is I agree with Yosh. I really don't see a difference unless they plan on just say it in their bio or something. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I mean, it's hard to tell if they were, unless they were like what you said, Steven. They were kind of like rainbows and stuff, but you know.
Yeah. And we have somebody from the chat, Elliot. They're asking you what your opinion is. What's your opinion on this?
About the guys acting,
Flamboyant
yeah.
or normal gays? Like, if like, what's your experience with them? Like, what do you have you normally walked into?
With like normal gay people.
With as far as either being extremely flamboyant or just acting like me, basically, on the topic of being extremely, like, not even being noticeable.
Well, so with me, it's more about like how they act. If they're acting like really weird and like just giddy and just ballers, that bothers me. But if they're normal and they're acting normal, I don't give a rip. I mean, like, so some people like Sky, he has like his funny jokes,
Wait.
right? But then again, it just kind of gets too far sometimes, and he goes into these like very sexual stories that some people don't want to hear about, you know? But you like
Yeah.
want to watch still because he's still pretty good at the game he's playing. So you're like trapped in between this thing of, do we want to stay there, or do you want to leave? So
Right.
that's my opinion on it.
Well, that covers that. So let's move on to the topic of Call of Duty. So
Oh gosh.
Let's do Call. You know what? Let's better yet. Let's do this Call of Duty / Battlefield 4, the verses of each other and the differences and dislikes of each other, and maybe.
No, we're doing Halo.
Or Halo even more. Let's do all 3 of them then. Let's make it even more. So
Battlefield
we have
4 is like just like.
No, it's not. Not at all. Not at all.
No, that is no.
You're trying.
This is a bad. This is a bad. No.
This is a bad topic.
Yeah, they are not the same. All right, let's just go with the individual.
Okay. So let's do the easy one. That's more dominant figures of difference.
Let's just agree that Halo
Is there some old man in your room?
Yeah, okay. Halo being the best one.
Halo is amazing. Don't even get me started.
All right, so let's start off with let's get these 3 popular shooters. And you know, while we're talking about shooters, let's put Counter-Strike in there too, because that is another popular one. And I feel that is another one that should be on topic as well if we're going to be talking about first-person shooters. And let's go along with that. So let's start with. All right. So I guess I'll start with my opinion. All right. So we got 4 games. We got Counter-Strike. We got Battlefield 4. We got Call of Duty, and we got Halo. In retrospect of it, I would say they're pretty much all good games. I think everybody has their own opinion on far as what a good game is. You know, not everybody has the same opinions. Not everybody can say. Not everybody can always agree on what's a better title or what's a better game out there. But in my opinion, when I play a game, I like a game that's more realistic, where Halo, Call of Duty is still there in a way, but it isn't quite there. Like, for example, a reason why I say Call of Duty is not there, and even Counter-Strike at the same topic, is because when you're sniping somebody from a distance, there is a bullet travel time in real life. There is a bullet drop time. Like, all this kind of stuff applies in real life physics. I mean, you can't shoot somebody from a mile, and as soon as they hit your crosshairs, boom, you pull the trigger, and it's instantaneously there. No, you have to literally time it. You have to figure, okay, they're going to be there by a certain time. CS, CSGO, it's kind of like they're all basically on the same engine, just with different graphics, Skip. So basically, that's how it really works. I mean, like, that's what I like about Battlefield a lot, is because is the fact that you have to kind of adjust your timing. Like, you have to figure out where that person's going to be within the next couple seconds. So you got to aim ahead of them, instead of literally when you could Call of Duty or Counter-Strike or Halo, where they're literally right there in the crosshairs. You pull the trigger, boom, the bullet's there, they're dead. That's done. Game over.
You just said that's with Counter-Strike though. That's not with Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike, you have to time up everything.
Counter-Strike, I've never noticed there's no bullet time travel. I've never seen it.
Well, no, you have to line up in the perfect spot. So say it's like a very fast-paced game.
Yeah,
Each
it's
round's
very
fast.
Right,
it depends what map you're on.
Right, I agree, but no, that doesn't change the physics of the game. There is no bullet travel time at all. Like, literally, you get them in the crosshairs, you can shoot them, and they're dead immediately. Like, it's not like you have to worry about, are they going to be there within 2 seconds. You have to just get your crosshairs on his head and shoot. For Call of Duty, you have to put your crosshairs on his head, then get in front of him a little bit, and then shoot ahead of him, because by the time the bullet gets there, they should be there. Like, that's the difference.
Call of Duty, you just kind of spread.
The Call of Duty, it depends on...
Call of Duties look weird. I mean, they're trying to be really futuristic.
Like Advanced Warfare, like with the jetpack, where you can jump everywhere.
I did not like that.
I mean, honestly, like, I played it. It's fun, but I mean, it's annoying where you can just fly around.
I mean, have you guys ever played this PlayStation 2 versions of the original Call of Duties?
Oh yeah.
Those were the real games. Those were fun. Now they're turning into this futuristic, let's jump and get zombies that can crawl.
CSGO 2, Half-Life 3, Scope.
I can kind of agree to the futuristic topic, but unfortunately I have to say Battlefield 2142 was probably the best Battlefield that was ever released by Battlefield, and that was a futuristic topic. So it's not always just about the fact that it's futuristic. It's also the gameplay and how they're doing things, and how drastic they change things, and what people are out there looking for. But in my opinion, that's the way I look at it. I'm more of a realistic player. I like bullet travel time. I like being, knowing that something's going to happen in time, and it takes a little bit more timing and more precision. Where Counter-Strike definitely takes a lot of skill. I will not even deny it, because Counter-Strike is probably one of the best shooting games out there, because it's very popular. It's been around forever, and I believe mostly that every game that's ever came out that was a shooter copied completely off Counter-Strike. Gun games, knifing, certain knifing games, stuff like that. That all originated in Counter-Strike. That was in Counter-Strike before Call of Duty even existed. All these kind of games out there. So that's why I think I like Battlefield 4 the best as far as all of them, and Hardline is garbage. That has nothing to do with the Battlefield, so that's on my list as far as well. Let's go. Rocket, what about your opinions? Like, what do you look for out of a shooter? Like, if you're comparing these four, like, what good and bads do you see out of them, and what do you look for out of a shooting game?
Hey, wake up.
Well, I like Halo the most because what I hate about Call of Duty, I've never played Battlefield, but what I hate about Call of Duty is once you see someone, they're like, shoot them once and they're dead. And that's what I hate about it. You have no chance to like fight back. If they see you, you're done. I hate that. That's what I like about Halo, because Halo, you have a chance to like literally, if someone's shooting you, if you're good enough, you can turn around and kill them, depending on how good you are. Because it actually takes time to kill somebody.
Well, then again, you get into the fact of how people call that bad, because like you should have better like map awareness, you could almost say. So that's like where people get very controversial about it, because they're like, well, if you can just regenerate a shield, like Call of Duty, you gain your health right back. Same as Halo.
Again, in like Call of Duty, you get those kids who literally run around with double shotguns and just can't die, and it's just stupid.
I know, because they regenerate their health right back. Same as Halo, the shield comes back after like 5 seconds. After
Halo's also
not being
a
shot.
spaceman who has a suit that's meant to be like that. Call of Duty is just dumb.
I know, but still, they're still getting shot at hypertech, so it kind of counteracts the whole spaceman. I want to see what happens with the new Halo 5 thing.
Like that was actually, now that you brought that up, Rocket. Actually, that's another thing I didn't like. This goes on my terms of realisticness of shooters. I understand, like, going around a corner, if someone shoots you, you die. I kind of get that gist of that is really, really annoying. But at the same time, I kind of like the fact that if you shoot somebody, they kind of like die after maybe the second shot, maybe the third, because in real all honesty, if someone shoots you with a gun, I hate to say it, but you're not going to be really standing there. You're going to probably fall to the ground. So, I mean, that's kind of like how I go at the aspects of it. It's kind of like, you know, just the fact that we're having, you know, we're shooting. Like I said, I'm a realist. I like playing games that are shooters where, you know, everything's more lifelike, like where you kind of like have the aspect of, you kind of like the fact that you have this, maybe a fantasy type shooter, and it's a little bit more, it's still a very advanced game. You know, it still has a skill set point to itself, but at the same time, it's not on a realistic scale where, you know, Call of Duty and Battlefield 4 and Counter-Strike kind of fall more on lines of realistic. But that's, like I said, this is all based opinions. There is no winning this war. Every game is different. And good job.
It just
literally showed everything.
It depends on the personality of the player. I mean, so say someone's like more into high-tech games like Rocket. He's more into the high-tech.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm just talking about like how Rocket likes those more high-tech games, and then there's someone like me that's more into something like Counter-Strike. Like, Call of Duty bothers me because there's no recoil at all. Black Ops 2 has no recoil. Maybe on like their snipers, but that's it.
And how about your opinions? Well, like, what do you feel like as far as conversion of these four? Like, what do you look for out of a first-person shooter?
I've never played Halo, but it's really, really futuristic. There's like jumping around from the one I played. I played one at a friend's house. And Counter-Strike, there's no healing, so Counter-Strike's probably the most realistic out of all of them. I've only played a little bit of Battlefield, and I've played Call of Duty quite a bit. My favorite aspect is actually zombies. I love zombies, but that's only in Call of Duty, I believe. Zombies is my favorite.
Okay. And Frank, what about your opinion on these four? Like, what are you looking for as far as when you're playing a shooter and you had to compare these four, and you know, you're at the GameStop and you're like, I want to buy a game, a first-person shooter, and you kind of want to say, okay, well, what would you want? Like, what do you look for out of a shooter?
Well, when I like realism games, like you, like the new what was it? The Battlefield Hardline. I mean, it just seems a little. It doesn't seem as realistic as Battlefield 4 was. I mean, I don't know. That could be just me. But like Advanced Warfare, like again, the jumping around and being able to like fly and dodge bullets in midair, it's kind of just doesn't seem. Is it just something that I would like? It's. I mean, I guess there's more of a challenge when trying to hit someone who's flying, but I just like more realistic games. And Counter-Strike is fun, but I just you can't look down the sights. But I guess that's not that big of a deal. But I mean, it's still really fun.
Right,
So,
and
yeah.
you know, actually, you brought up what was the other thing you? I'm trying to remember exactly what you said that actually caught my attention. There was something. There was something you said that actually grabbed my attention. I can't remember what you said about it. Oh well, not a big deal.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember exactly what topic you said I was going to compare and contrast
Yeah.
to, but I can't even remember. It's kind of off my topic. And Elliot, how about you? Like, what do you look for? Like, what do you look for in a shooter game when you're out there looking for something to play?
Well, I've tried multiple games. Like, I've gone from PC to console to PC to console. Like, when I first started out, it was console, like on the PlayStation 2. I was playing Dragon Ball, Mortal Kombat, Z something. And then I got into the game called the Call of Duty games, and I loved those. And then they came out later on with Black Ops, and I just hated them. So I was looking for something new, right? And so I look up at Counter-Strike, and I'm looking at Counter-Strike, and I tried it out, and I'm like, these guys are skilled. How do they do this? And then I realized you have to put multiple hours into Counter-Strike to actually get good at it. I mean, you can't just walk into a game like Call of Duty and then just walk around knifing people. I mean, Call of Duty, there's those people that just run around and just knife, swing around, and they get multiple kills. It's just annoying because that people are saying that like Call of Duty takes the same amount of skill as Counter-Strike. I mean, like, from Call of Duty, you still get the same kind of, like, skills and, like, map awareness type stuff, but you don't get the actual skill of aiming, you know?
Yeah. And I thought about that topic, what you were talking about, as far as Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Frank. You said it's kind of like a Halo knockoff.
Yeah.
I believe it's kind of like a Halo knockoff / Titanfall knockoff, because Titanfall is completely and utterly the same exact thing as Call of Duty.
Yes, it is.
I mean, granted, Titanfall is not exactly that great of a game, but at the same time, it really, like the jumping around, except for minus I can't walk on walls. I mean, other than that, it's pretty much the same idea. So, alright, so the next topic I guess we'll go over to is, let's do console versus PC. Let's let Rocket go for that one, since he's kind of like a little bit of both. I want to hear his justifications towards the both of them.
Yeah, little rock band man.
I prefer console because I know everyone's gonna get mad at me for that.
Have you seen the graphics on GTA 5 to PC? Have you seen the graphics?
Yes, it's amazing.
I like console because of the simplicity of it. It's not 500 different keys that I have to look down at my controller or at my keyboard to be able to frickin' do.
You can use a controller.
I know you can use controller. That's what I've been doing. Because I need to.
You're a PC fan.
I'm not a PC fan.
Oh.
I have a PC. I guess it's not like I'm not giving them money.
Yeah, but I mean, have you seen the graphics, man?
I don't care about the graphics.
Alright,
The
so...
games aren't very good.
Let Rocket finish what he was saying.
It's the exact same game as the console.
Let Rocket finish his thought.
Yeah, let him finish his thought process before we start making comments.
Well, I like games like Halo. I know you can play on a PC, but I won't do it. I like Rock Band. I like GTA I like using a controller for that type of stuff. I don't want to use a keyboard, and using a controller on your PC doesn't work well. Because it's all like effed up controls.
No, it's not. You just have to plug in your controller.
Well, actually, no, he does have a point. There are some games that aren't really oriented straight to, like, putting the controls in the right configuration. Older games. So, newer games, yes, they're starting to just be on the fly, literally the same layout as Xbox 360 or the PlayStation, depending on the controller that's being plugged into the computer. But at the same time, there are games out there, like if he was to play an old school Halo game or Rock Band or like an older game, like I'm talking a couple years back, he would have to literally start up a program and literally like tell each button what to do and how to do it and what he wants it to feel as being used. But as far as newer games progress today, as they're being built and ported out to PCs, they're starting to make it where they're more able to be adapted. Is that basically all you had to say, basically, Rocket? Or is there anything else you kind of want to stress out there as far as your PC versus your Xbox?
Something might come up. I'll chime in if something else comes up to my mind.
All right, and
about truth to his one statement that he said about consoles being much simpler. The PC can be quite confusing, especially if you don't have the best hardware.
Yeah, I agree.
Trying to optimize it.
So let's change it up a little bit. Frank, what about you? What are you thinking, PC or console? Like, what are your opinions?
Well, like at first I had an Xbox 360, and I mean I loved it because I mean it was easy to use. I knew barely anything about PCs, and then so I decided to try and build my own computer. And what I like about it is like you have a price range with how fast in performance you can make your computer. So I don't know, I just like that. And the graphics, like you don't have to buy a new system every year to just get better graphics. Like you can just swap out your CPU, swap out your GPU, and there's
a lot of truth to that too.
Yeah.
Cheaper to upgrade sometimes, and the games are cheaper also.
Yeah.
Except for AAA games, like GTA 5, still $60.
Yeah.
Now still gonna be $60. Sorry.
Now, do you have anything else basically to say about that, Frank, or is that basically mainly your opinion?
I mean, I like console because I feel like this. I mean, this is probably not true, but I feel like more of the friends that I have do have a console, I guess. But it's just. I mean, that's all I really have to say about it. I mean, I just like PC better because of the graphics.
Okay. And Yosh, what about your thoughts? How do you feel? Like, what are your opinions on as far as being PC versus console?
Well, I've just started getting into the PC game because my previous PC was a laptop, and I've been saving up for this one for quite a bit of time. But anyway, there's a lot of truth to both their statements. Consoles, they're much simpler. Much easier, you just put them in, you start it up. But the games are more expensive. There's not the third-party indie games. But your friends are all gonna have consoles. I don't have very many friends on PC. They're not that into gaming, and then simply consoles are simpler. They cost more though. And then you got to upgrade actually it was 9 years since the last ones, but I'm presuming like the games aren't going to run nearly as smooth or nearly look as good. 30 FPS, like 720, maybe like 1080. I'm not really sure what they have. Definitely not 60 FPS on consoles. Essentially that's it.
All right, and before I get to my opinions, let's hear Elliot's. So, Elliot, what are your statements as far as console versus PC?
Wait a minute, let me chime in something. Illegal Nugget said PC or console is quite fun because of how easy someone can learn how to play and how many people can use them. That's another thing I like about consoles is you can literally bring 3 friends over. You don't need to bring 3 PCs over. You literally have one console and you all play together.
True.
That's another thing I love about it. You have a PC, only one person can play on the PC.
But one more thing with the PC is the LAN parties. Have you ever been to a LAN party with your PC? You take your whole PC, you take a monitor, you take a keyboard, you take a mouse. It's amazing if you haven't been to one.
I don't want to pick up all that stuff.
Yeah, whereas you could just bring a controller and have one system.
Yeah, you could bring a controller over.
Oh, I mean like a legit LAN party, not just with a couple of friends, but you actually go somewhere you have like 10 people, 10 to 20 people.
Yeah, it could be a good time.
You get 2 liters, you get a bunch of Doritos.
And your Mountain Dew.
And you end up like McJuggernuggets with broken laptops and computers because his dad throws lemonade and stuff all over you.
That is an awesome idea for pouring not.
Guys, let me stream that on our channel. Hold on one second.
All right, let's get Elliot back to his topic as far as his opinions are associated with this topic because we didn't really get to because he got chimed out a little bit there. So what do you think, Elliot?
Well, I kind of get very controversial about this thing because I don't know why, it just bothers me. So people I take your point about how it's more accessible and how it's like easier to learn. For me, I feel like people communities grow better on the computer. Like, for example, almost like this. What if we were just like on Xbox Live? You know? I mean, and then the PS4 introduced that new streaming thing within like within PS4. That bothers me. I don't know why it does. I just hate it how they're just streaming there and they don't even know what they're doing. That's when it starts really bothering me. It's because just like get off your console, buy a computer, and stream off your computer. Like, please. Like, but the main reason why it's so controversial is because I hate it when people say they can't do anything about the controller because you can easily check the game to see if it's controller compatible, and if it's not, then don't get it.
Welcome to the stream, Thomas, by the way.
Thomas.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I have my opinions as far as console versus PC. Personally, I prefer PC hands down over console. I used to be a console player / PC gamer, and I can riddle off a million different reasons why the PC is way better than the console due to aspects of hardware aspects. The Xbox and PlayStation 4 have an AMD 8-core processor by Jaguar. The GPUs only have let's see, the Xbox is like in the 800 streaming processes, and the PS4 is like 1,000 some processes. I think it's like 1250. You know, the computer I built, I have over 5,000 CUDA cores, which is the same thing as a streaming processor. NVIDIA broke off from streaming processors and called them CUDA cores instead. So, I mean, as far as graphics-wise, I think the PC is a lot better at producing better graphics. You can immediately, right now, if you want, get into 4K gaming, where Xbox and PlayStation cannot do it at all. As far as like being able to like what's the word I want to use? Being able to like I said, the communities for Xbox and PlayStation when Windows 10 comes out, they will be able to play together. So it's not gonna be like you're always stuck with doing the not always stuck just being PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Now it's going to be down to the point where you're just like literally doing where Xbox community and PC streaming will be able to play together. I kind of like that fact. But as far as like power versus the PC and the console, there is no competition. They lost it right after Xbox 360. When Xbox 360 first came out, it was on par with graphics for the PC, but afterwards it literally fell behind, and they're way too far behind now. So that's basically my opinion on the gaming. I prefer, like I said, I prefer PC. I don't really care about lugging my whole PC to a friend's house and having a LAN party and having a good time, where some people don't want to lug a whole PC over. So yeah, console is more convenient as far as traveling and going to LAN parties and having fun with your friends. But you know what? I personally prefer to have a PC, so this way you can have a better looking game. You can enjoy it more. You know what's in it because you put it in there, and you expect your computer to perform. As far as upgrades go, computers are not that demanding as far as upgrading. A couple of people said, you know, you have to upgrade them like every year, maybe even 2 years. That's not really true. I mean, if you're always looking for the best type of graphics, yeah, you're gonna always be constantly upgraded. But if you're like the kind of person that has, you know, kind of like, you know, you kind of want like decent graphics, but not crazy. They're still going to be better than the PlayStation and the Xbox regardless. But it's the fact that you don't have to always be at the top. I mean, if you're happy with the graphics what you have, like if you're at mediums or even highs, you don't have to always be on ultra. But I mean, if that's how you feel, that you always have to be on ultra, then yes, it's always going to be costly. You're always going to be constantly upgrading your graphics card. Your processor can get away with a year or two, maybe even 3, depending on what one you have, because i7s are really well rated to be able to do whatever they want as far as making processes go. I mean, I used to have an i7 Sandy Bridge, which is, you know, almost the first generation CPU, and I still never to this day pushed it to its limits before I sold it to my cousin. And, you know, I didn't even need to get rid of it, but I just did because I kind of wanted to just upgrade.
I want to add one more thing to PC. PC cheating. Cheating's much more frequent on the PC.
Yes, I will agree.
Much more frequent. It's much easier. We're gonna exploit it and just is.
Yeah, I would definitely agree to that. I would honestly agree with you, Yosh, on that. That is the only biggest problem I do have against PC is the fact that a computer has unlimited means and unlimited resources to do whatever the hell you want, and literally, if you want to cheat, you can. It's just there's no stopping it.
Yeah, because I mean, Valve has that no cheat thing, like Valve no cheat is that what it's called? But
It's called it's called VAC. I'm sorry.
VAC. It's called VAC. VAC. Okay. VAC. Anyway, but Valve has that. I mean, that's not nearly going to be as like protective as say a console actually would be.
Right,
Or
and that's
hackers.
because, well, that's because consoles, because the servers are so much smaller and there's less of it. They can monitor see, Xbox Live, not only like when an Xbox is built, there is controllers inside the computer or inside the Xbox that literally tell Xbox Live if there's something on there that shouldn't be there. So Xbox can actually monitor what packets are actually flying in and out of the network. And if they see something wrong with a packet and they see like there's something different about it or it's altered, Xbox Live and PlayStation are kind of like on the top of it, and they're like, okay, well, wait a minute, why is this packet so different? Where, you know, when you're connected to a PC server, it's a little bit different because everybody has different builds and everybody's different and completely different. And yeah, there are packets that should be caught, but like it's just the fact that people can disguise the hack so well because the PC can literally have no bounds to what you can do with it. It kind of gets through until it's finally found and broken down and, you know, taken care of. But then again, you got the other asshole in the background who says, "Oh, well, they figured it out. Time to change it all over again."
Yep,
So-
PCs, they definitely do have their advantages. Xboxes and PlayStations definitely do have their advantages. But I'm an overall PC guy, mainly because after you play on a pretty decent gaming PC, you really, it's hard to go back to a console just from those graphics, in my opinion, and the FPS. Once
Yeah.
you go over that 60 FPS in a game, it's butter smooth.
Yeah,
And it
I
looks pretty
agree.
darn good.
Yeah, I agree. The more frames, the better. I mean,
Oh, it's because I had a VPN on.
Oh my god.
cut your VPN off.
Frank.
Chill, Jesus. I'm
I thought
sorry.
everyone was like,
You guys
"Damn,
notice how
Frank."
long it took for my stream to notice that it went down?
Okay, listen, I'm
so far I am
sorry.
behind 'cause
Like,
mine-
guys, I'm sorry. Alright,
Yeah, when
it
you're
says
doing
we're
a
still
host-
live.
Alright, it's coming back up now. Let me refresh it real quick so
You
just
need
so I can make
Skype
sure.
Premium to make a group video call.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we
What is that?
no.
I
That's
just
what the
crashed.
problem
And
is.
all of our names just went up on the thing.
It's fine, just chill.
No, it's not exactly good because it's broadcasting everything.
Well, okay. So what were we talking about before that happened?
So,
Alright, everybody mute yourselves on Skype. Cause that...
I am
yeah,
muted.
we're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to fix this.
Okay, everyone's like... Oh, God. It says Skype Premium. You guys still get that?
I don't know. I don't have Skype Premium. You have to beat your mic in Skype though.
Alright. You guys are just grayed out.
Yeah, why is that?
It's
You
because
need
there's a
Skype
window
Premium.
popped up. Yeah, because it says we need premium. I don't...
We would have to restart this. We'd have to restart it completely with everybody.
Well, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just...
Yeah, it's just grayed out. We'll deal with it for now. We can't do a brand new Skype call, otherwise the pictures will fall out of place. So we're gonna have to figure out a different program. I'm thinking we should switch to we could switch to what is that stupid program
Hangouts?
called?
Oh,
no,
no,
not
Hangouts.
Hangouts. There's
Oh,
a
I know.
program of Uvu. There's unlimited
Uvu.
talking on that.
Is it... But I don't think they have it for the computer.
Yes, they do. Uvu is on the computer. That's where it originated.
Oh, I didn't know
We're
that.
live. Just out of. Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, there we
we
go.
are.
It's bright now. It's bright. Everything's good.
Okay.
It went away.
So, basically, what was I saying? Where I kind of lost my topic. Does anybody remember what I was saying?
You were talking about
Oh, we were talking about VAC versus Xbox, and you were talking about the things inside the Xbox that
packets.
send it...
Packets
Yeah,
being sent.
I was
Yeah.
I was past that too.
I'm sorry. I
No,
didn't
it's okay. When it kind of like dropped, everybody lost their focus on what was going on. So I guess computers and consoles. That's basically our opinions. I mean, we all got to vote that. So let's move on to the next one. What is if you could be a video game character, who would you be and why? Let's start with Yosh.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot all the way, man. You guys remember that game?
Yes,
dude, that game
was
was
a very old game.
Dude, that was one of the first games I ever got into. That's the main reason. I love that game.
Okay,
I did it for the PS1, PS2.
And what would be your reason for that? Like, what's your reason for the
It was the
why
first
would you
real
want to-
game I got into.
Oh, okay.
I love that game. Just mainly because it's just the memories, childhood, Saturday mornings, you'd wake up and you'd have to actually beat the level. You don't have to pay to beat the level, like microtransactions. I can't handle those.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just memories, memorabilia.
Okay. So like basically you have like a good nostalgia for it.
Yes.
Okay. Frank, yeah, let's do Frank. Frank, what do you think? Well, like what would you be if you could be a character, and who would you be and why from a video game?
I don't know. Like I don't have like any specific characters that I would necessarily want to be. I mean, because I don't really have too much to say about this. Like I really don't have any character I necessarily want to be. But yeah.
Oh, that's actually a good choice too, Team Viewer. Actually, I didn't even think about that.
Team Viewer.
That would be probably a lot better, and plus it wouldn't give us our names away. Stop spamming in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, I
please.
was just gonna say I don't spam.
Yeah, that might be your style, but you can't do that in the chat. All right. So, Elliot, what about you? What if you could be a character from a game? Who would you be and why?
I would definitely be Ratchet.
Ratchet.
From what game?
Ratchet and Clank.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard
It's
of
like
it. Is it
this-
fun? Like what's
Yeah,
what's
it's-
the style
So basically,
of game?
he's like the last one of his kind alive, and so he goes around and fights people. He's a pretty dope guy. Stands up for the innocent, protects everyone. The game's actually got a pretty good story plot, but then again, it's like one of those cheesy PG games. But I'm
I
totally
don't
into
have
it.
zones.
Yeah, see,
Javelin toss
can't say his name.
2000.
He likes it.
All
I've
right.
played
Riot,
multiple versions of the game.
Riot,
It's
Victor
pretty fun.
Champions.
Okay.
What are you laughing your pants about?
Just
Your brother in the
Your
background.
brother in the background's yelling. Oh god.
Rocket, how about you? What would be your if you could be a character, in a video game, and I'm more or less gonna say it's probably gonna be Master Chief. Give your reasons why.
Fine, I won't pick Master Chief.
Well, no, you have to pick who you really want to be. It's just it was my
Oh my
assumption
God.
that's who you'd want to be.
I would be May from Pokemon Generation 3, said by Anna_TV.
Dude, it would be pretty sweet to be like Ash from Pokemon.
That's not. Oh yeah, it is. Shit.
That is a game.
I would be Mario
forgot.
because I'm just that swag.
I'd want to be Iron Man from the Lego version of Marvel superheroes.
What's your reason behind that?
Because he can fly and he's a Lego.
Nice.
And if you die, you literally
Oh
just
my
come back
God.
because it's a kid's game because you can't lose. So it's like the best of all worlds.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or I
yeah.
want to be Batman from Arkham Asylum. 'Cause you
Okay.
can't not want to be Batman.
So
I want to be
actually
Batman.
I actually got real lucky on this topic because my favorite anime Naruto falls into this topic, and they do have a video game from basically Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 and all those other super long titles. My favorite character would be Minato. Reason being is because he's my favorite character from my anime. I love his personality, his loving, warm heart as he has towards his family in the anime. I love fast characters. He's extremely a very fast person. He has a lot of knowledge as far as fighting, and not he doesn't waste valuable time screwing around trying to basically prolong the fight. He tries to end it as fast as possible. And he's just a really intelligent and loving type of guy. So that's why I would love to be Minato.
Kind of cool to be Pac-Man.
Munch away. Yum, 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 yum.
I just think about that. Like, have you played those Pac-Man games where he's like 3D and he actually has like a story? I played those on like the PS1. I'm not sure what game it was, but he has a story. He has like like they're all 3D. You're actually walking around talking to people.
Wow.
It's probably some like third-party indie game that's not even actually about Pac-Man.
And on that bombshell,
Frank looks blind.
Why would you want to be
I'm not blind. I have 20/20 vision.
Get to shout that. So have you guys seen? This is kind of like still on topic of gaming, but also goes into movies. Have you seen previews to that Pixel movie?
what one?
There's a movie coming out. It's called Pixels, and
Pixels?
literally, it's
Pixels.
an alien race comes to the world, and it's literally video game characters like Pac-Man. Donkey
That sounds
Kong.
scary.
It has Adam Sandler in it, so it's not.
Oh, then everything's better with Adam Sandler.
No, it's not. Have you seen Grown Ups?
Yes, I have seen Grown Ups.
Have you seen Blended?
Yeah.
Have you seen any other movie made by Adam Sandler besides Happy Gilmore?
Yes, I have.
A home theater installer leads a team of old-school arcade champs to defend their planet from aliens who are blasting attacks in the 1980s era of
That's
video
way
games.
too long. Hey, wait, have you guys played the game? Not to like just throw that out the window, but have you guys, said by Anna TV, have you guys played the game To the Moon?
I've heard of
No.
that actually.
I played it one time.
I never even heard of it.
On like my
heard of
really
it.
really old YouTube, I did that like a thing of it. It's kind of sad. It's depressing.
Well, like I said on that bombshell on the way up for my favorite TV show, Top Gear, we kind of ran out of ideas of what else. What else?
The UK one, right?
Yeah, the UK one, my favorite one. So let's just take it from here. So let's talk about our favorite movies. Let's see who can name their favorite movies and why is that their movie is their favorite. You know what? We'll start with Rocket since Rocket's a huge movie buff. Rocket, what is your
You guys are making
favorite
fun of me.
all-time movie?
My favorite movie of all time is Up.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm ending the stream. I'm out.
I never.
Peace, nigga.
I
Who
never
doesn't
heard of
like
this.
Up? Are you kidding? Have you never seen Up?
I never even heard of it. What is it about? Can you explain it?
What?
Get some
You've
detail.
never heard of
This
Up?
old guy is
What is wrong
literally
with you?
is like gonna go to a nursing home, and he's like, and he always promised his wife that he'd go to this like tropical paradise. So after she died, he never took her there. So he decides to strap like a bajillion balloons to his house and fly there. It's amazing. You need to see it.
Yeah, I'll have to look. I never saw it, but I guess I'll have to look into
It's
it.
a Pixar movie though.
I don't really care. I
Naturally.
watch.
'Cause
I
love
watch.
Pixar.
I watch like all types of movies. It's just I don't really have time to. I don't really have time to watch movies. Really, I mean I do, but at the same time I don't. So I mean it's kind of hard to say. Well, since Frank has disappeared, Yosh, what about you? What about your favorite? What's your favorite movie? Like, well, you know, and if we don't, obviously not everybody's ever heard of every movie everybody talks about. So, you know, go in depth, even though maybe we all heard of it. Go in depth to tell us what the movie's about and everything like that.
My Little Pony, Equestria Girls.
I am back. I've decided I'm no longer angry about
It's
Rocket's
a good
choice.
movie. Have you even watched it?
You
Have
need
even
to watch it. If you watch it, you're gonna be like, "Holy crap! Why have I never seen this?"
Have you watched it, Rocket?
Watched what?
Really, you were just bragging about it, and you fucking just don't even know?
I watched Up.
No, My Little Pony.
No, I was talking about Up. I have never seen My Little Pony.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys. It's so good. It is so good.
Okay, I'll take your word for it and not watch it. Frank, what about you? What about your favorite movie?
We're just
Hold on, I gotta think about this because there's a lot of funny movies out there. If I had to pick any movie, I guess recently, 21 Jump Street's pretty funny. Anchorman, the first one. Probably just one of those if I had to choose. Not Up. Yeah.
Why don't you like Up, Frank?
Up was good when I was a kid. That was actually my favorite movie.
You were a kid. And what makes it bad now?
I mean, it's just sad because there's an old man living in a house all alone, and it makes me sad.
You don't like it because it's sad.
Yes,
There's like a million movies out there that are sad.
Well, but then there's a talking dog, but dogs aren't supposed to talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of movies with talking.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. I can name a lot off my hand.
You know what? Fine. Up is a good movie. God.
Thank you. I made him say it. That's all we needed. Is he needed to say it.
Up's not a bad movie. There's nothing. I like Up.
I like Up. It's just not my favorite movie. Can I say that?
Yes.
Anna asked a question: do movies that were books count? If they do, then Harry Potter and Prisoner of
Azkaban.
See, that is the best Harry Potter movie.
I don't watch Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter's, I agree, are definitely awesome movies. I'm kind of excited for the new ones that they're trying to, they're coming out with, and we're trying to come up with they're coming up with more to the story, which I'm kind of really excited about. So yes, I definitely agree. Books that turn into movies definitely count, obviously, because they do hit movie theaters. Elliot, how about you? What was your
MLP?
What was your favorite? What was your favorite movie?
Mine was Hachi.
What's Hachi?
Can you go into it, like details about your?
So Hachi's basically about this professor that he has his daughter and stuff, and so he had a dog that he found from China. He was imported from China. This dog, and so long story short, the professor takes him home, and so then it's actually really sad. His wife lets him keep the dog, and then eventually the professor goes to work one day and he actually dies. And so the dog is so used to picking up his owner at the yard every time, like at the train, that he just goes to the train yard every single day. He's sitting there no matter if it's raining, if it's cold, it doesn't matter what's going on. The dog is sitting there. And it's so because he never come back. And then it actually dies in that exact same spot waiting for him. It was a true story too.
Depressing.
That movie was so depressing, but it was a really good movie.
Oh, what the heck? What movie is this
That
again?
sounds really depressing, actually.
It's Hachi.
I don't like movies where dogs die. Did you guys ever see Marley and Me? That was depressing.
Yes.
Marley and Me, that was a sad
And by
movie.
the way, if you haven't seen Marley and Me, I just spoiled it for you.
Frank, fix my internet. There's nothing wrong with my internet.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Also, have you guys watched Ender's Game?
I've seen Ender's Game.
I love that movie.
What about Game of Thrones?
No.
I've actually never watched it.
Is it good? I've heard it's good.
I've never watched it either. I was just wondering if you guys had some copy. I've heard it was really good also. I was wondering if you guys had something to talk about it.
No, I never.
Did you hear though that people? This is like totally off topic, but it's on topic of Game of Thrones. People are actually like, HBO is tracking people who downloaded the first 5 episodes of the 5th season illegally. Like,
what are they gonna do about it?
It leaked, and I don't know. They're gonna do something, but it's like over 1 million people.
What are they gonna do about it?
I don't know. They claim that they're gonna do something.
You can't stop piracy. It's huge.
They're
It's like trying to stop
They're gonna try.
North Korea.
It's not gonna
never mind.
work.
I take that back. I take that back completely.
Kim Jong Un
trying
or
to stop
whoever
China.
the current person is could be watching this. I don't recommend you say that.
Anyhow, as far as topics of movies, my favorite movie would be what the hell was it called? I just had it. Inception. That was probably my most favorite movie. Inception. Movies basically about people breaking into other people's dreams and making them come up with stealing the knowledge they know, but the movie basically boils down to breaking into people's dreams and making them think of an idea that they actually thought of, and then using it to change the way they do things as far as either a business deal or the type of person they are and things like that. So I really liked Inception because there was a lot of mysterious things going on. There was a lot of depth, a lot of following in detail. I really liked it a lot. I think that was probably my favorite movie so far I've ever watched. So, I mean, as far as that goes.
Have you seen Interstellar?
No, I heard that movie was really long.
It's made by the same person who made Inception. It's an amazing movie.
What movie?
Like, they need to go to space to, like, find a new planet because Earth is dying.
Oh, Interstellar was so good. It's long, but it's really good. It's worth watching.
It's amazing.
So, let's see here. This is probably gonna be a really this is gonna be a
wrap up it.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. We'll do one more conversation, then we'll call it a night. So let's just throw one out of the air. This is gonna be mine, but I saw somebody say in the chat. What about anime? Does anybody like watch anime, Japanese animations, or even Americanized animations? Like, does anybody have like a favorite anime type and like what they like to watch? Let's start. Yeah, all right. Let's start with Elliot. Elliot, what is your favorite anime? And if you could go into detail what the story is about and why you like it and whatnot.
Well, I freaking love Dragon Ball Z. I think that's like personally the best.
Is your brother having
ever.
a seizure?
I'm sorry.
Go into detail.
What was that?
That's his brother. Well, go into detail what the anime is about.
I can't.
Why?
Because my brother.
Yeah, so talk over him. Okay, never mind.
Alright, okay, so basically it's about, they have to find the 8 Dragon Balls, right? And they're trying to raise this guy back because he died from a Super Saiyan or something. And then other sort of things happen, and I'm done talking now.
What was that noise he made? It sounded like he was like kicking something.
I don't know.
It sounds like the people who play tennis, like professional tennis, you know? It's like, ooh.
You need to like tell him to like go find his own room to play video games in.
Tell him to take his computer.
I tried.
So, alright, how about Yosh? You look like someone that had the topic in hand with the anime. What about you?
Anime? I don't watch much anime. I mean, I watched like cartoons when I was younger.
Okay, so you're not into anime. How about, Frank?
Oh, My Little Pony's anime.
No, it's not. That's a cartoon.
I do not watch any anime.
And I know Rock doesn't either, so I guess that leads me down to...
I have seen anime before. It is pretty good. Have you ever heard of Code Lyoko?
No, I never actually heard of that.
Sounds debated. Is there a bathroom in your room, Elliot?
There's one really close.
Oh god.
Code Lyoko is like, it's some weird like computer program that affects the actual world, and these 4 people have to go into the actual computer and like stop it from happening. And every episode is like the same kind of concept, but it's a lot of fun to watch because it goes from actual like 2D anime to 3D anime.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet.
I'll have to actually look into that anime one day. Just grab it. As far as my favorite anime, as I already spoken, it is Naruto. But I will say also, but to get a little bit more interesting, I'll go to my second best. I would have to say it's Attack on Titan. The anime is basically about humans trying to survive from the Titans.
These are disconnected from your channel.
Who was that?
Who left?
Elliot. That's Elliot. Just keep going. Just keep going.
So basically, the anime is about humans going extinct due to these creatures. Okay, you can stop clapping now sometime this fucking year. Basically, the anime is like about, humans trying not to get wiped out of existence from the Titans, which, range from, 50 meters high and then maybe a little bit lower in height. And basically, they eat humans, and they're hiding behind these walls, trying to figure out the best possible way to surviving. It's a really good anime. If anybody out there is an anime fan, it's a really good time to watch.
To your channel.
Thank God. Guys, the professionalism behind this cannot even be handled. So
basically, I'm starting to believe that.
Anyhow,
Twitch,
on the effect of gaming on the mind and whether you think it's a positive impact or negative or both.
Yes, that's the last one we're doing
What is it?
right now.
Like,
Okay, so
Jesus.
the effect
Is
of the
gaming
gaming,
good for the brain?
yeah, like on thoughts, like people killing each other because of gaming.
I have stuff to say about that.
So do I.
As do I.
I guess I'll just jump into this one real quick and get my opinion over with. Do I think gaming affects people? Yes and no. If they're real young, I could say it could probably influence a young child into doing things that are not right or fantasizing in doing things that shouldn't be done in this world. That's why there is these things called age restrictions on these games, and parents that are idiots buy them for their kids. And then, this is what happens. So, I mean, do I believe that all kids that this happens to? No. But, there are some kids out there that, tend to take things a little bit out of hand, or, they should be paid attention to a little bit. And, if their parents are going to buy this game for this person or for this child or something like that, they should pay attention to what they were like before they started playing this game and how they are after they started playing this game. But in real honest aspects, I really don't see it really affects people. It's just younger ages where they just, really are starting to grow up and trying to learn things a little bit better in life. Frank, you said you have a topic you want to talk. You said you wanted to say something.
Oh, not a topic. I have stuff to say about the about what we were talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, about what you said about the age, that definitely does influence, and it could be the background that they come from. Not really, but I guess just the age. And I don't really have anything to say about it. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
kind of do.
Okay, Ellie, you want to go ahead next?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah. So this is I don't know if this is true. I've heard it from multiple people. I'm pretty sure it's fake, but there's a story going around about this kid that played Halo for multiple weeks straight, and his parents never kicked him off or told him to get off.
Okay.
And then he found his
Okay, I just need to hit someone.
parents' weapons, and he shot either himself or it was his parents. I'm pretty sure that was fake, but still the concept behind it is that, illegal nuggets you said right there, a 10-year-old kid holding GTA. Little kids shouldn't be holding that. You can literally go up to a hooker and do stuff with that in GTA.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I said, some games could be a bad influence on children these days. I feel people are very dumb. So they'll believe anything almost. That's my personal opinion on people. I really hate people sometimes.
It says rated M for a reason, people.
Exactly, and some parents should abide by them. I mean, I know my parents didn't abide by them, but at the same time, I still grasped concept of reality and responsibility. So I guess it didn't turn out too bad. Rocket, how about you? You're kind of like on the same page and level of maturity as me. What about your feelings as far as being an adult? Like if if you had kids, or how you feel about kids, playing games that are under the age, or if they could influence them and stuff like that.
I think if I had kids, I would let them play shooter games. I wouldn't let them play GTA. GTA is just too much. But I don't see a problem with Call of Duty or anything. 'Cause I don't know.
The story though.
It's kind of in check. It's kind of really in check. And yeah, I know what you're saying. GTA really goes in complete depth with drugs, alcohol, sex, anything that you can literally think of that could be really bad in this world. I mean, it literally revolves around everything. So I can completely understand what you're saying there, Rocket. I mean, do you have anything else to add to that?
No, but I do want to say that Rock Band has given me really good hand-eye right leg coordination.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. Drums do that. And to top it all off, the last and not least, the Yosh. What do you got? What's your opinion on this?
I think it's all on the parents.
Yeah.
I mean, video games. It's either play video games or kids are gonna go sit on the couch and watch TV. It's all about the parents. You gotta understand your kid. You gotta understand their maturity level to know if they can handle it. But games, they'll build friendships over the internet. They'll build teamwork. They'll build teamwork, and I mean, I think they have a positive thing. But someone just said but I think it's all on the parents. I don't really think it's about the game makers and stuff. It's about the parents. Parents should know their kids. They should understand how this works, how their kids work. They should understand what their kids can handle and what their maturity level is. and if they know the difference between right and wrong. Because you understand, they need to understand it's a video game. You're not going to go and get a gun and shoot someone because you feel like it.
Right, I completely agree. And basically, I guess that really does sum up this podcast. We kind of actually made it through our very first one. I just want to say, you know, on behalf of Kairos Undivided, thank you everyone for coming, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream. If you could, if you really liked what you saw, or if you want to check us out doing our stream thing on Twitch, drop Kairos Undivided a follow, and if you want, visit Frank, which is it's Mr. Fly's Twitch, or you can go to that Yosh guy to his Twitch if you like music and anything like that. We got Rocket, who does like to play Halo 1, Minecraft, and other games like that. We also have Elliot, who does Minecraft and a couple other things like that. And then we have me, all different types of games. So, you know, like I said, if you like what you see, or if you want to see what other things we do with our times as far as streaming, you can visit us and drop us a follow. Everybody else, does anybody else have anything to say to the stream before we end?
No.
Come back for next podcast on Friday, not a Saturday. This was just a special occasion because the Avengers came out. Can we get a woot woot?
Yes, we had to literally prolong a stupid podcast for a stupid ass movie because of a gay man named Rocket to go see a gay movie.
I had to see it. I can't help that I had to see it.
Guys, I do see some of you say no, don't stop, but we are going to stop because we need to think of more stuff for you guys.
No, I have to go edit all this, and it will be on YouTube. Actually, one more thing. This will be uploaded to the Kairos Undivided YouTube channel by 3 p.m. the next day, and that'll be a schedule that it'll always be uploaded. So if you just missed the stream.
Alright. So Friday, I think that will be May... Alright. May 2nd is today. I think it's going to be May 9th, I'm pretty sure.
8th.
8th, alright. 8th is when we will be doing our next podcast. Around the same time, come, hit that follow button, and I think we will see you guys because there will be more different people. So, I don't know if we
visit
can do
the KU website.
Oh, that's yeah, visit the website, but it's still under construction, just by the way. So,
yeah, there is a website for us. And we also have a Twitch channel, so if you want to follow us and keep up with what's going on with us as far as that, we also have that as well on our thing. There's also a calendar on our website, so if there is any special events like this, or charity events, or anything like that, it will be on the calendar, so you know exactly what date and time it'll be happening at, like special events as far as like 24-hour streams, stuff like that. So we'll let you know, and we'll try to keep you up to date, like I said. Hopefully everything goes well.
And these usually are on Friday, not Saturday. So
yeah, Friday nights is usually when it happens, around 7 or 8 p.m. Thank you again, everybody, for joining the podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit us a follow if you did. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Later, dude.